For generations, families have started their holidays here at Fred and Dot Wagoner's Christmas Trees. In fact, the man who runs the show has a tradition here himself. Bradley Lowe is the owner of Fred and Dot Wagoner's Christmas Trees. So I shopped. I bought my Christmas tree from Fred and Dot Wagoner. I bet you did as a little kid too here in Greensboro.
Absolutely. You know, Fred and Dot, their first lot was on Summit Avenue. And I remember as a kid going there, and they had a fire, and you know, you were same scenario. Everybody, all the families and everything came, and you know, it was just a great experience to pick out a tree. And we kept on going back to the same lot. You know.
And you started to work there, right?
Yeah, and then I started working when I was probably 13 or 14 with Fred, and worked all the way through high school, college, you know, and then worked after college as well.
And so how did you become the owner? How did that happen?
Well, Fred was getting out of the business, and he had, I guess, had taken in his, second cousin, who was the owner. And at that time, he had called me to, see if I was interested after working for 30 years or what have you that I had at that point.
Not quite.
That if I would be interested in buying, into the business. And so it just worked out with what I was doing at the time. So we were partners, and then he got out of the business.
So why do you like doing this? I mean, it's hard work at an already busy time of year, and it's kind of a short thing.
What I always enjoyed growing up, it was always a good experience. Obviously, when I was on the buying side with my family, we'd come and pick out our tree, and it was a enjoyable experience. We all had fun, and just to see families together coming out to pick up trees, and that was the gratitude of selling trees. It was a purchase that they wanted to do, and they enjoyed being here.
It's making family traditions. I mean, your tradition is being here selling them. Theirs is coming every year back to buy them.
Right. I've seen truly 3 generations of families that have come through. I mean, people come with their kids, their grandkids, they bring them up to the lot and run around and pick their trees out. So they've been coming for probably, the business itself has been open for, I would say, right around 42 years.
Jim Marshall is shopping for a Christmas tree today. How many years have you bought a tree from Fred and Dot Wagoner Christmas Trees, you think?
Wow. Gee, I guess I've been in Greensboro for 35 years. So I'd say at least 30 years.
Wow.
So long before Bradley was here. So Bradley was just a little guy.
He was working the lot then.
I think he's even younger than that. So
hauling the trees.
Hauling the tree.
And so is it a family tradition to come out and choose a tree together?
Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, I have all my granddaughters here. And so they said, oh, you're going to get a tree? We have to come too.
What are you looking for in a tree?
A very medium-sized tree.
Medium size? Why medium?
Because my grandfather asked for a medium tree.
And he is a tree expert, I hear.
This is a family tradition, and it's something that we have to do, and we have a great time doing it too.
Where did the trees come from?
They are, we grow them up in Laurel Springs, which is near West Jefferson. So we actually have new trees coming in right now, tonight. So we just cut them weekly in order to make sure they're fresh.
How long does it take to grow a Christmas tree?
A 7-foot tree, once it's in the ground from a seedling, it could take anywhere from 6 to 7 years to get to that height. We sell 14 to 16-foot trees that obviously have been in the ground, anywhere from 14 years. So it's about a foot a year if you keep them pruned once they're in the ground.
So you sell little trees and big trees and shapes, all shapes and sizes.
We sell a tabletop tree that, a lot of the kids love. They put them in their rooms anywhere.
Charlie Brown.
It is a Charlie Brown.
How do you pick the perfect Christmas tree?
The size.
What size is perfect?
I like small.
What are the keys to picking a good tree?
The main thing is just to make sure you can take your hand and make sure that they're fresh, that the needle retention, they're full, it just depends on your ceilings, I guess. And
check the height.
Yeah, make sure the height. A lot of people, looking at the tree, they don't realize their ceilings are 8 feet and they buy a 10-foot tree and they have to cut a lot off. So that part of it.
And how do you keep yours fresh?
The main thing is to water it as soon as you leave the tree lot, as soon as you can, up to 30 minutes to an hour, and then to keep it watered throughout. It's going to take a lot of water initially, and then it'll start to slow down. So just keep the water in it.
Okay, so Bradley, do you have your tree? Is it up and decorated?
Luckily, we do.
Okay.
That is one of my wife's priorities once we get started here. Every night she says, when are you going to bring the tree? When are you going to bring the tree? So finally, I guess we've had it up for a week.
All right, there you go.
So
Thank you,
it's
Bradley.
been great.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You can find Fred and Dot Wagoner Christmas Trees in the Target Shopping Center on Lawndale Drive, and just look for the big snowman. Sometimes he might be up, sometimes he might be down, but he's always smiling.